ramen. Ramen is on the menu here at the Young's house, and I'm so excited to show you how I like to make my ramen taste delicious. Not just any ramen where we put the water in it and maybe a little bit of butter and seasonings. We're gonna bump it up and make it taste good. I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. So it's lunchtime here at the Young's house. The weather is beautiful. It's like 77 outside. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and I'm in a good mood. I feel pretty good right now. Okay, so here's what you're gonna need for this ramen recipe. I just have 3 packets of whatever kind of ramen you like to eat, you know. And then I have some boiled eggs. And I want to hear from you all. When you boil your eggs, do you like to do it where the yolks are jammy? I'm seeing that a lot of people are boiling their eggs just for a little while to where the yolks are jammy. I feel like I want to try that one day, but these are completely boiled, you know. All right, so now I have some cheddar smoked sausages that I'm going to be putting in our ramen today that's going to taste spectacular. So if you have some smoked sausage, that would be great. But we'll also talk about some other things that you can put into your ramen or other things that I like to put in my ramen so I can throw those ideas out there to you. Bok choy. Baby bok choy is always going to go in my ramen. A lot of times, you know, a lot of people have ramen for snacks. Sometimes I'll make up ramen for dinner. Yes, just load the ingredients in and you can get nice and full off of ramen. Sure you can. I have a beautiful green onion here. We're going to put some peas and carrots that have been thawed in the refrigerator. And you're going to need some spices to make it taste good. Okay, I have some onion powder. You can use garlic and onion if you want. I have some fish sauce. If you don't know, fish sauce is the boss and it tastes good. I love the flavor that it gives to a lot of Asian recipes. And then I have the dumpling daughter. It's a sweet soy. It's kind of sweet. It's spicy. It's tangy. It's just everything your taste buds is looking for. Make sure your hands is clean. Let's make some ramen that tastes good. So the first thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and get started with our sausages. If you don't want to use like a smoked sausage in your ramen, you can always use Spam. Spam is one of those ingredients that I always will use in my ramen because it's spectacular. Or maybe you made some chicken the night before. Pull that meat off the bone, add it to your ramen, or even take some shrimp. You know, like 5 or 7 shrimp, cook them up and toss them in your ramen, chef's kiss every time. So these are like a beefy cheddar sausage that I absolutely love. You see that I'm putting like some score marks on them just so they can cook up nice and beautifully. I have a little bit of oil in the pan. Let's go ahead and get them nice and cooked up. But in the meantime, I got some baby bok choy here. Okay, you have to wash it off because there may be some sand or it may be some mud within these leaves. So here's how I like to do it. After I cut it, I'll rinse it. Okay, so I love the white part. It's delicious. Kind of cut it on the angle, and the green part is delicious too. Not only does it make the recipe delicious, but it puts some nice color into your recipe. So once I cut it, we'll rinse it off real good. Oh yeah. We're also going to cut up maybe just 2 sprigs of green onions. Green onions is always going to make your ramen nice and bright and give it a freshness that we're looking for. Kind of cut it on the angle, not tiny pieces. All right, lovely, just like so. Something interesting that we're going to do is while our sausages cook up, why not go ahead and start to, I just got popped by the oil and it did hurt. We're going to turn around and take this bok choy, put it in the pan with the sausages, and kind of stir fry it up a little bit. And once it begins to wilt, really you can take it out. So I'd love to hear from you all in the comment section below. Do you love ramen? Do you love it like we do here at the Young's house? And tell me how you make yours. What's your favorite ingredient to put into your ramen? I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to throw this out there because my family knows. You guys just don't know. There is from time to time, I will put a tiny bit. Listen to me now. Listen to me now because it tastes good. And don't knock it until you try it. From time to time, I will put a little tiny bit of peanut butter in my ramen, and it is chef's kiss. When I tell you it's good, you're just gonna have to believe me and give it a try. What does it do? It makes it creamy. It gives a savory, nutty taste. It gives a taste that my taste buds absolutely love. And like I've had my family, like, you know, there's been days where I'll say, hey, can you make me some ramen? And they'll say, yeah, how you want it made? And I'll say, make sure you put tiny bit of peanut butter in there. And they can't believe it. They put it in there and it's just as good, but you got to know how to balance it out. You're not putting a whole heaping spoon up there. You're putting just a tiny bit. And it melts and it coats that noodle and it is so good. You're just gonna have to trust me and give it a try. Give it a try. Some here, our bok choy is wilting down just like I want it to. And honestly, we can go ahead. Let's take the bok choy out. On this plate, you can see that I have the green onions on this plate. We're gonna be sure that we don't put them in too early. You want them to still have some nice bite. We kind of throw them in like as an afterthought at the last minute, right? So let's get the bok choy out, okay? And we're gonna continue to cook these sausages until they have a nice charred look. And if you're doing the Spam, make sure it gets that char. When you get that color onto the meat, guaranteed it's gonna taste much better, okay? So once that happens, we'll begin. I already have this water here. I got about this much water into this pan, or you can use a broth. So it can come to a boil, and then we'll talk about how to make the noodles cook to perfection so they're not mushy. Let's go ahead. We're going to get our sausages right out. I'm just going to set them onto this platter. They look gorgeous when you put like those little slices into them. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my water over here that has been coming up to a slight boil. I want it to boil just a little bit more, but I also want to talk about the noodles. Listen, if you're trying to cook your noodles to perfection, you see how curly my hair is? That's what you're going to want your noodles to look like. When your noodles begin to go straight, that means you didn't cook them too long, and they will have a mushy texture, okay? So they don't take long. And a lot of people don't, like when you put your noodles into the broth or the water, they don't flip them over. Take the time to flip them over because you don't want this side to get too done. Do you understand what I'm saying? Give this side some time, give this side some time. When it's nice and curly, take it off of the stove, okay? So you don't overcook those noodles. Let's go ahead. We're going to take this time to put 3 packets. I'm feeding 3 of us today. 3 packets of noodles right into the water, and I'm going to flavor that water, okay? I am using the seasoning packets. There are some times where I make my own seasoning up. You know, maybe I'll put some chicken bouillon powder in there and some soy sauce. So if you want to do that, absolutely you can. Fish sauce, it's so good in your ramen. Yes, it's not going to make it fishy, trust me. And I'm putting a lot in there. It's not going to make it taste like fish, but it's good. All right, watch this. Onion powder. And if you want to do some garlic powder, by all means you can. That's a lot. Yes, on purpose. Okay, so now we're going to turn around and put the seasoning packets. I have 3 packets of noodles, 3 packets of noodles here. You're going to see me use 4 packets of seasoning. While the noodles begin to cook, let's go ahead and put our peas and carrots in. Don't you try to get the kind that come out of the can because they're way too mushy. Always use the kind that was frozen, okay? I put a lot in mine because I want that flavor. Let me get that piece of paper out of there. Okay, gorgeous. Lovely. Think of ramen. I always have to have some type of egg on top of my ramen. Whether it's a boiled egg, like today we're using boiled eggs, or sometimes I'll do like a sunny side up, a over easy, or a hard fried egg. It just goes very well with ramen. You're gonna have to trust me on that one. So since I'm doing a hard boiled egg, okay, we're just gonna slice it like this, lay it on the top, and do what you can to make your ramen look beautiful. All right, there we go. My family loves this recipe, and you will too. Now, if you all can look in this pan, I'm going to show you the noodles. And that right there, that nice curly, bouncy, I'm going to go ahead and turn this stove off. Okay, I'm going to let them sit in here for about 2 minutes. And I don't have too much water. Too much water, you're going to dilute the whole flavor, right? We want robust flavor, so you don't need a whole lot of liquid. And let me ask y'all a question. When you make ramen, are you that person that wants a whole lot of the broth? I mean, I do understand. My husband likes the broth so he can drink it after the noodles are gone. I don't want all that broth. But I'm going to show y'all the noodles with the broth because most people like that. But I want to hear from y'all. All right, it looks delicious. You have to have like that perfect size bowl. Me and my husband are going to share this. Yeah, we are. Okay, so lovely. Put the sausage, make it look gorgeous. Do what you can to make your recipes look stunning. I always tell everybody I eat with my eyeballs, and somebody had once said, what do you mean by that? I just like for things to look gorgeous because it should look gorgeous when you're making it for someone else. So there's the bok choy, okay? Let me kind of mix that bok choy in, but I do want to leave those gorgeous sausages right at the top, kind of nestle them down in there. I have this dumpling daughter. It's a spicy sweet soy sauce, and as sweet as spicy as good. All right, so now I'm going to put 2 of the lovely boiled eggs right there for my husband. 2 for me. Oh yeah. And then the green onions is always as an afterthought. You put it in last. Raise up some of them noodles so you don't have to guess what the dish is. How lovely. Make you some Gina Young style. Guaranteed you're going to love this ramen. Let's go ahead and finish it off with a little bit of this. You always have to shake it. Let me shake it down there. All right, watch this, y'all. Oh, are you kidding me? Make you some. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, but you're waiting on, tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, on today, we thank you for this lunch, your hedge of protection and your mercy. Amen. Stay tuned because we're getting ready to taste. Want to taste? You want to taste? I'm about to give you some. And I'm all excited. I'm going right in. Oh my goodness, there's like so much flavor. Are you kidding me? First, this is how you do it. Don't be afraid to use your hands. Oh, don't go nowhere. That's it. That's how you make it.